So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Feet facing comfortably forward. Knees relaxed, just slightly bent. Bring the hips forward just a little bit so the tailbone points down towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in just a bit. Let the shoulders just drop down and arms come forward. Just let them hang. Breathe in and out through the nose. And as you breathe in, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. We have a momentary pause, and then as you begin your exhalation, the abdomen compresses back towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out the nose. And just breathe nice and naturally, nice and slow. Try to focus on that breath. We're bringing the energy all the way down, the breath all the way down to what we call the lower dantian. There are three major energy centers: the lower, the middle in the chest, the upper in the forehead. Just focus on the breath. And begin to feel your feet flat on the ground. The feet making contact with the earth. Dig your toes in a little bit. Feel that connection all the way to the center of the earth. Feel the earth rising up to support you, merging with you. Good. Let's start today with the 4 thumps. We haven't done those in a while. Just actually talking to somebody this morning about them. We're going to start by tapping lightly on the bone below the eyes. The 4 thumps are a handout on the website. I think it may even be the first handout. And it goes through a fairly detailed description of why we do this and where they are. So if you want to do this, I recommend you doing it every morning. It just takes a couple of minutes. And it goes through 4 major body systems. This one is for grounding. A couple more, feel those vibrations going through your skull, going down your backbone, down the hips, down the legs, all the way into the ground. And then just slowly stop, put your hands towards the earth, take a couple of deep breaths. And the second is, I do it more as a massage rather than a thump. It's to what we call the kidney 27 points. So if you follow your collarbone down to the end and then come down about an inch, it's about this far apart. That's why I like doing it with one hand, but you can do it certainly with 2. You're going to find 2 little like dimples. And you got to move your thumb and finger around until you find that spot you're pushing in, and it's going to be a little sore. If it's not sore, you haven't found it. And once you find those 2 sore points, just massage that soreness away. This is for the energetic system. These are the kidney 27 points. It's the end of the superficial kidney meridian, which starts at the bottom of your foot. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. I often refer to acupressure points as wake-up points, because as you're making contact, you'll know when you find it. It's kind of, oh, there it is. It's just a little more tender, a little more sore than the surrounding tissue. So again, slowly stop, drop your hands down, take a couple of nice deep breaths. Now, as you're breathing in and out through your nose, tightness, congestion, your body is telling you, go ahead, breathe out your mouth. So you want to breathe through the nose, out through the mouth. Out through the mouth is purging. In and out of the nose is what we call tonifying or building energy. The next, middle of the chest, called the thymus point. We're going to use a loose fist here and just go ahead and give that a good thump. This one I like to do breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, purging any excess energy or energy that no longer serves me. This is for the immune system. Another deep breath in and out. Again, just slow down, put the hands down. Just take a couple more breaths here. Focus on that energy moving through your body. The last of the four thumps are the neurolymphatics. We're going to follow the bra line, and you can either thump, or personally I prefer massaging on this one as well. I use my fingertips, and I get in there all along the bra line, and where it's sensitive, stay there a little longer, rub it out a little more. This is aiding with lymph drainage. It's the other liquid transport system in the body. But whereas your circulatory system has the pump, the heart as a pump, the lymph depends on movement or massage to move. So that's why this is a great one to get in there, massage it around. As you find tender points, stay there a little longer. And then down from the sternum, down about a 45-degree angle on the rib cage, and see if you can find any tender areas there. Now, technically, Don created the four thumps. That was where she is. One step further, continuing the neurolymphatics. If you go under your arm to the bottom of the armpit, drop down an inch below that, you're going to find a point that's very sensitive. Just massage that out. Good, and then switch to the opposite side. Find the bottom of the armpit, go down about an inch, and just massage that out. Good. Drop your hands. Take a couple of nice deep cleansing breaths. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. And just kind of focus on what's going on inside your body. Notice where the energy may not be flowing, where you may have some stagnation or blockages. Notice where you may have some muscle tension or discomfort, where you may have some pain. Just identify it and move on. Don't quantify it. Don't give it a moment's thought. Just by identifying it, we facilitate healing. The Chinese say, the mind directs the qi, qi being energy. Good, let's step out to a little bit of a wider stance. Let's start with water waves. We're just slowly moving side to side. Just let the hands kind of flip over just a little bit. Keep the fingers and hands relaxed. Begin to notice the air moving through the fingers. And then if you can, notice there's some resistance. You're pushing your hands through the energy field that surrounds you, the Wei Qi. Good, couple more. And then just let your hands drop down, go back to the center. Let the arms hang down, as the Chinese like to say, like ribbons of silk. And just turn from the waist, making sure you're not pushing with the knees. So the knees stay pretty straightforward, and we're just turning from the waist, looking side to side. And as you do that, the momentum is going to carry your arms to the point where the forearms start to strike the body. And you'll notice the forearm in front is striking it right about the belly button, just below. That's where the lower dantian is located. And the point directly behind that on your back is called the Mingmen point, or the door of life. So we call this posture knocking on the door of life. You feel each vertebra turning in place, starting all the way down at the bottom of your spine, one after another, turning until you get all the way up into your neck. Look over your shoulder. Get around as far as you can comfortably. Always stay in your comfort zone. You should never experience any pain or discomfort. If you do, limit the motion. And if you find you can't do the motion at all, visualize you're doing it. You'll be surprised what positive effects you can get from just that. Now, as you turn to one side, the back foot, if we want to call it that, you're going to lift the heel off the ground. You're going to come up onto your toes. This is stimulating what we call the bubbling spring, or the kidney 1 point. Keeping the kidney meridian open and flowing is especially important the older we get. I always recommend just before you go to bed at night, it's a good way to remember. Just pick your foot up, and each foot, since there's one on either side, and give it a good massage. you're not sure where it is, again, there's a handout on the website that will tell you exactly where it is. A couple more. And slow it back down and come back to the flat foot. Look over the shoulders, see if you've gotten a little more flexibility. Now, as you turn to the side, the same side, you're going to pick your toe off the ground. So your toes get pulled towards the body, you lean back, putting more of your weight onto the back leg. We have 6 meridians, then come up and down the leg. This helps stimulate them by moving the ankles. We then have 6 meridians that go up and down the arms. And that's your 12, what we call organ meridians. One more time each side, and come back to the center, go flat-footed again. Again, look over the shoulder, get around as far as you can comfortably. Slow it down, come back to water waves. So you can't feel that weight, you feel more perhaps than you did at the beginning. Slow it down until you finally come to a stop. Now the spine moves in 6 directions. This is 2 of them. We're going to go in all 6 directions with what I call spine enlivening series, like a triad of postures. So the next one is called spinal cord breathing. Key is your hips. You want to stick your butt out or you push your hips back. As your arms come up, they're bent at about a 45-degree angle. Elbows higher than your shoulders. So your hips are back, your arms are up to the ceiling. As you look up to the ceiling, then pull the elbows down, feel the shoulder blades come down and together, and feel that nice stretch on the back. Breathe out. Bring the arms up and around, forearms come together, elbows come together, we have the chin, hips forward. Now we arch the back the opposite direction. So we breathe in as we come up and around to the back. Pause, get a little extra stretch. Breathe out as you come up and forward. Try not to bend at the waist. It's all out of the hips. So especially when you come forward, people have a tendency to do this. It's not going to help you. You want to get this arch so that your spine is going like that, and then it's reversing and going like that. Breathing in, nice big breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In and out through the nose, or in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth, whichever feels comfortable. And the great, opening the spaces between the vertebrae, helping alleviate sciatic pain, lower back discomfort. One more time. Good, and just let your hands drop. Let's do dog wags tail. So you're going to just let your arms hang, going to go a little bit of a wider stance, And just start moving your hips side to side. And as you're moving side to side, the whole body starts to move side to side. So notice the arms are just hanging. So it's not this, it's by my moving my hips, my arms then move with that. And then I get the whole upper torso, the head involved. And just like a dog, when I'm happy to see you, I speed up. And then when I'm a little more blasé, I slow down. Still happy, but not as excited. And so vary the speed. And a couple more. Now we've gotten the spine to move in all 6 directions. Take a nice deep breath. Bring it in the heavens. Palms turn upward. Breathing in as you're gathering energy in your palms. Feel the weight of that energy in your palms. Pause the breath. Then breathe out, pushing that energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs, into the ground to be recycled. Let's do that twice more. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Pause. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out. From the 8 brocade, we're going fingers. As we bringing the energy up with it. Hands roll your face till the palms up. They push upward and back as you follow it with your eyes. And holding your breath, look forward. So we breathe in, up and behind you. Hold the breath, look forward. Exhale down. Just do that at your own pace. Try to extend the breath. Hands come on back. And when you leave the hands in that position, you pull your head forward, you should feel a really nice, comfortable stretch in the back of the neck. And then you sweep the arms down. One more time. Good. Bring your hands up the body. And let them face, the palms face each other. Let's lean to the left. I'll mirror you. And feel that all the way down the side of your body. Try not to push the hips out, keeping the hips stationary and just getting a nice then stretch from the waist up. Center. And now stretch to the right side. Good, come back to center. Now turn to the left. Again from the waist, don't move those knees. Breathe out as you come back to center. Breathe in. And breathe out back to center and down. Good. So we breathe in all the way up. Breathe out as we go to the left. Breathe in back to center. Breathe out as you go to the right. Back to center. Turn to the left. Back to center. Turn to the right. Back to the center. Sweeping down. One more time. Bending and twisting like bamboo. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Good. Let's do nice big shoulder rolls, turning your palms out as the shoulders come back. Palms rotate forward as the shoulders come forward. So we have nice big rotation here. Turning the entire arm, not just from the wrists. One more time in reverse. Up and open the chest and come around. One more time around. Good. Do a nice move. So we're just going to keep arms going around as we turn side to side. So we're almost causing the arms to go around by turning side to side, using as little muscle power as possible. A couple more. Gradually slow it down, and then do the opposite direction. As in a lot of those in Qigong, we want to try and use body mechanics, such as moving our body side to side and throw the arms around rather than using the muscles. The less strenuous an exercise is, the more the energy is able to flow. Good. Slow it down gradually. Come to a stop. Breathing in, bring the energy up the body to the chest. Hands come over to the left shoulder, palms facing you. Look at that outer palm. Turn the palms away from us. We push with the heels of our hands so the fingers come back a bit. As we look over the opposite shoulder, we're looking over the right shoulder at the horizon. We breathe in, look at that outer palm coming at us. We breathe out as we look over the right shoulder to the horizon. So we're looking at the palm coming at you, and then looking at the horizon. Breathing out as you go out. Trying to make sure that you're leading with the heel of the hand, not locking out that elbow. As soon as I drop my fingers, my arm can go straight. The heels, I can't possibly lock out my elbow. Exhale. One more time. This time, bring the energy into the chest. Push it down to the ground. Breathe in, bring fresh energy up to the right shoulder. Starting to look at that outer palm, and push away and look away. Breathe in. Pause, breathe out. Pause. One more time. Bring it into the chest. Push the energy down. Good. Keeping a wide stance. Keep pressing the energy down. Keep a fairly flat back as you go all the way down as far as comfortable. Then let your back round. And just let your body hang. Relax the neck, the head, the shoulders, the arms. The only place you're going to feel any tension is in the back of the legs. With each breath, see if you can get a little closer to the ground. And slowly rolling up. So first the hips come forward. Stack the vertebra, the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, the shoulders, the neck, and then just drop back a little bit, get a little stretch in the opposite direction, and then swan dive your way down, start over. Hang just for a couple of seconds here. Just let everything relax. And then slowly stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Come on up. So you come right to the standing position. Let the hands drift upward. Bring the energy right to almost the chest and pushing outward. And then down. So we breathe in as we bring it up. Breathe out as you push out and down. Use your hips to help you. So as I push out, my hips go back. Arms don't really have to move very far at all. And then as they go down, my hips come forward again. Presenting the pestle forward. One more time, and then we're going to go out to the side. So breathe in the same way, now go out to the sides and down. One more time. Good. Now we're going to go forward to the side. So they come up, go forward, and then bring the arms all the way around to the sides, and then down. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Bring it up, bring it forward, bring them to the sides and down. Bring it all the way up and then go continue straight up, fingertips pointing at each other, looking forward, rise up on the toes just a bit, and then sweep down. Breathing in, breathe out. Good, one more time. And down. Keeping this a little bit closer than we've been doing. Let's do some flying. So just let your hands drift up just a bit as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, they settle back down, all in and out through the nose. Unless that's uncomfortable with it, then you breathe in and out, in and through the nose, out through the mouth. With each breath, let the hands float up a little bit higher. I should say the wrists. The hands are almost just along for the ride. And just imagine you're this giant regal bird, just slowly flying through the air. Try to feel that lightness. Try to lose touch almost with lifting the arms as the breath, as you breathe in, just lifts it on its own. And as you breathe out, they just float down. Good. Let's expand this now to flying crane. Going to come up halfway and down. Come up all the way. Back of the hands touch and then down. So we do halfway, breathing in, breathing out. All the way, breathing in, breathing out. One more time, halfway, all the way, and down. Now we're going to go all the way up on this one, except we're going to turn palms up. As the palms cross the back of the hands, come together and push upward. Turn palms down and float down. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing, but when you get to the top, instead of pushing up, we're going to kind of just wiggle side to side a couple of times and then breathe out down. So we breathe in, wiggle, and breathe out. Again. Last one. And down. Dealing with another meridian, the red meridian in the front. We're going to gather energy and then push it down the front of the body. As the other hand comes up and does the same. The Ren meridian comes straight up the center line of the body, connects to the roof of the mouth with the one that comes straight up the back. The Ren meridian is also known as the conception vessel, and the Du meridian is known as the governing vessel. So we breathe out as we're pushing down, breathe in as you gather. One more time. Come all the way down. Let's do golden rooster, stands on one leg. So bring your feet fairly close together. Find a focal point about 12 feet in front of you or a point on the wall so that you can just kind of stare at that position. Let's start by just working with the legs. So as you breathe in, you lift the leg up, pause, breathe out, it goes down. And then we switch to the opposite side. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring it up as high as comfortable. Get to the point where the knee there's a 90-degree angle, as high as you want to go. So we lift off the toe, come up, flatten the foot, then come back down to the toe and then the heel. One more time. Good. Now as we come up with our left leg, we're going to come up with our left arm, palm facing outward, mimicking that 90-degree angle. One more time each side. And down. Come to a little bit wider. Take a deep breath in. Bring the palms together just slightly above the head. Pushing the palms, lifting the elbows, just drop down to a squat. So you breathe in, you gather. Breathe out as you go down. Staying nice and straight, not bending at the waist. Go down only as far as possible. Pressing palms. One more time. Come on up. Let's do separating the clouds. So we're going to start palms up at your sides. They come up to a little higher than waist level. Then the pinkies come together. Then the fingertips curl into the heart. Hands come together, you push out and down. So we breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Bring the hands up. Back of the hands go forward, and then the palms come into the chest. So we're breathing in as we come in, breathe out as you go out, sort of like the breaststroke. It's great bears in the ocean. So we're gathering the energy, bringing it into the middle dantian, and taking energy that no longer serves us and sending it out to be recycled. One more time. Bring it in. Good. Drop the hands down. See if you can make that connection with the earth. Feel the energy coming out of the palms, what we call the Lao Gung points. Feel like you have two balloons under your hands. So as you breathe out, you're pushing those balloons down. And as you breathe in, just let them float you back up. One more time. Let your hands come in front. Left hand is going to sweep around, gather energy. Comes up, it's going to lift the right hand, and then they both turn palm down. Then they switch, come around with the right. Kuan Yin paints the rainbow. Breathing in as you're gathering the energy. Breathing out as you're pushing it down to the ground. One more time. Good. Bring your feet as close together as comfortable. Take your right hand palm up just below the belly button. Left hand scoops out, palm up, thumb and fingers separate. Fingers loose, scooping up the energy, then fingers pointing straight up, thumb pointing at the center line of your body. As you breathe out, it comes down the body. Gets to the bottom, you switch. Breathing in, pause, breathe out. Centering. Gathering the energy as you come up. And then as you go down, see if you can feel the energy coming out of that gap between the thumb and the first finger. Chinese call that the tiger's mouth. And close your eyes and see if you can actually feel where your hand is by that energy coming out, interacting with your body with the central line. And the purpose of this is we're balancing the energies of the three dantians. The upper dantian in the forehead, the middle dantian in the chest, the lower dantian in the abdomen. Upper housing wisdom chi, the middle housing love chi, the lower housing vitality chi. One more time. And then finish with one palm over the other just below the belly button. You can either interlace the webbing of your thumbs or you can hold at the wrist. Doesn't matter which hand is on top. So very often you'll go contrary. Don't worry about it. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Try to visualize white light coming out of your palms, going into that little pearl that's just inside you. That little pearl symbolizing the lower dantian. Visualize that little pearl getting brighter. Try to feel it getting warmer. Once it's ablaze with energy, that energy spirals down your legs and up your torso. Let your body relax and rock and sway. Bamboo in the wind. As that energy moves through your body, removing any darkness, any energetic stagnation or blockages, dispelling negative thoughts and emotions, till every part of your body is aglow with energy. And allow that energy to expand beyond your physical body, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And as you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, begin to notice what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath and gather those feelings, those energies, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.